Hello guys, welcome to the 308 Sniper live stream. We're trying out the voice mic tonight, so I apologise if there's some background noise. We've got some creaky chairs to challenge us with the setting on the mic. So I'm Chris, I've got my colleague Will here with us.
Hello there.
So hopefully we'll try and give you a bit of a commentary as the night goes on, try and mix up the live stream a little bit, make it a bit different for you guys. So if you like what we're saying, drop some comments and let us know what you think. If you think we're droning on, tell us to shut up. The players just getting ready to go out for their first game. Marshall's done the safety brief. They're all chronoed up, so he's just explaining the game to them. A couple of minutes and we'll get them out there. Couple of games tonight. The first one will be a team deathmatch. So this is just a nice warm-up game. Get them shooting, get them used to getting hit again. And warmed up. So players are making their way out to the arena. We've got 9 players in tonight. A couple of them are running late, so the first 7 are going in. So this game of Team Deathmatch is the first game they're going to play. So it's unlimited lives. The Marshal's just showing them the game set up at the moment. So if you come and play now, you'll notice that we've got in the respawn areas, we've got some respawn buttons. So the Marshal's just explaining to the players how to use these. So nice and simple. They light up when the button's pressed, the light goes out. Player counts his 5 seconds and he spawns back in. This allows us to monitor how many respawns on each team. On certain games we use this for the scoring, so one team can't dominate over another team by just going gun-ho and using all their lives. It'll even up the play a little bit, make it a bit more tactful. The advantage is we can see the scoring down here, so if any players cheat and don't press the buttons properly, we can see that, and the Marshal can deal with it.
Okay, it looks like we're about to start, so I'm just going to switch
So
over.
yeah, we're going to get the stream going, get this first game going. Sorry for the radio in the background if you hear that. And here we go, 3, 2, 1. The game is on.
Well, it looks like one team's a bit faster than the other. Alright, they're all still in the spawn.
They're moving out a little bit slowly, that one team. Looks like we've got Johnny English in tonight, one of the players, the way he's walking through the arena.
Oh yeah, with his gun pointed out, yeah. He's going to get shot in the hand quite a lot if he keeps doing that.
Yeah. So you might notice on that bottom right hand camera there, the player in the respawn there, he's pumping the old respawn button. So we play a 5-second respawn. So we ask players to count a full 5 seconds. I just try and even up the games and give people time to get a tactical advantage of actually taking another player out.
It makes it flow so much better.
Yeah, there's no point running just back to a respawn and touching a wall.
Yeah.
You're dead, you've got to take a little bit of time out. So 5 seconds works really well given the size of the arena. You'll see on both those bottom 2 cameras, they're the 2 respawn areas. So you'll see the players coming in and pressing the buttons on the wall to respawn.
Loving the commentary, guys. Thank you for that.
Thanks, X Gravity. We thought we'd give it a go for the first time. Just having some technical issues with the game there, so we're just going to restart the game, get the players going back into it. So sorry about that, guys. Give us a couple of minutes just to get it reset. Marshall's just resetting the tablet, and we're getting back in. Okay, so here we go again. Game has restarted. Hopefully they resolved the issue there. So what was happening, the respawns weren't counting. The Marshall had failed to put on the respawn counter, which was handy. So little technical glitch there.
It looks like they're definitely on now. I can see the lights on the spawn buttons.
Just proves that we're human and we get things wrong. But there we go, we're up and running. So
definitely working now.
Yeah, put in the comments if you like who you think's going to win. The team with the blue armbands on are actually the red team. Just to confuse matters, so red is the blue team and green is green. So yeah, you'll notice on those bottom cameras now, the players are coming in, they're respawning. As they press the respawn button, the light goes out and comes back on. So it's counting up their respawns now. There's Johnny English on the bottom left-hand corner, making his move. He seems to be running pistol only tonight, so...
just like Johnny English then, really.
Yeah. I mean, that's a brave gamer to...
Hopefully his gun works a little bit better than Johnny English's pistol.
Yeah. Hopefully he won't climb up our soil pipe.
Yeah.
So the game is looking fairly even at the moment. The respawns are pretty even. The players are liking the new concept of the respawn. How are you guys liking it on the cameras? Be interesting to know, see how you think the game's going.
You're thinking Reds. You think the Reds are going to win? Yeah. It's hard to tell at the moment because they're both both mooching around their spawns just as much as each other, and there's like just enough people in the arena to actually keep the game going as well. It's a bit of a...
Yeah, TDM's always difficult to score because we don't use the targets in TDM.
Yeah.
Only other than that they're on as a timer. So the only way we know who's won is by the respawns. So we're keeping an eye on the respawns and see how that's going on. Sorry about the radio chatter in the background there. Just letting them know that the latecomers have now arrived. So a quarter of the way into the game. 2 minutes 30. Run 10-minute games here most of the time. We find that works the best format.
Yeah, I like the shorter games, especially when you're so close to your respawn. It allows you to, you're running around a lot more than you usually are. So it gives you a little bit of a break in between.
And with CQB, I mean, it's quite a fast-paced game generally. We're indoors, we're running around 10 minutes, and you need a break, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, and especially the guys who are in the pistols are going to need the reloads. It looks like he's getting stuck in with that pistol, though. I mean...
he seems to be moving around a lot more than the rest of his team.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, the new arena layout we've got now means that you can be shot at multiple angles. As we almost had a team kill there. I think we did have a team kill there in the middle camera. Looked like they got the sneak on each other. I'm sure they were both green players. But yeah, the idea of the arena now is that you can't hold in one position. If someone stands in one position, they're going to get shot at multiple angles. There's always different angles. Actually, it was an orange player looking at that replay. It was an orange player that took out a green player in the centre cam, so the green player tried to camp there a little bit, I think, so it should encourage him to move around a bit more.
Yeah, the first games are always a bit slow, especially when they're players that haven't played in the arenas. It's hard to get your bearings in there at the moment. We were struggling while we were even building it to find our bearings in there, so...
Yeah, I think I got lost for about 3 days at one point.
Yeah.
The Reds are slightly holding their own, I think, though, at the moment. They just got a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
There's definitely a few more green respawns.
Yeah, maybe Gravity's prediction is actually going to come to light there.
I think Gravity's actually playing in a minute. It looks like he's just signed in, so he must be one of the late players. So He's obviously spent too much time on his phone watching the start of the stream rather than getting signed in and chronoed. So we'll see how he gets on up there in a minute on the next game.
I just can't get over like how unique the spawn counting thing is. I've never played at a site where they've had like a physical counter for the spawns. It's always either been someone counted them or players relying on counting them themselves, and then it never goes right because everybody's got, oh, I've just got one more life.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a great way of evening it up. It means that we can keep an eye on teams, and they can't just dominate an arena by using up loads and loads of lives. It means they have to be a bit more skillful with it. It looks like one of the players there dropped his mag while I was talking there. Bit of base plate come off. He's back in it though. Oh, it was Johnny English. He's back out.
Who needs the base plates anyway?
Yeah. Now, I mock the guy, but I mean, he's a seasoned player actually, and he's got a unique setup. And I spoke to him about this. That I think they're old socks that he puts on his arms because of his style of play, and he plays with a pistol. He's a pistol shooter. His arms tend to get shot first. And he's got some old socks that he wears over the top, just gives him a bit of protection so he doesn't end up with looking like measles all over his arms, which is quite a unique, clever idea. You notice tonight also that the lights are on. On a Tuesday night we run a pistol and shotgun night. Wednesdays and Thursdays it's any gun. And Friday nights we do lights out nights, so Fridays we always run with the lights out.
Oh, so someone got shot in the finger there. One of the greens. So yeah, so something a bit different. If you want to play exclusively in the dark, get booked in on a Friday night's the night for that. If you're a pistol shotgun guy, then Tuesday nights, anything on a Wednesday, Thursday night, and then Saturdays and Sundays it's the same, and any gun. So we do a mixture on these nights as well. So on the all gun nights, the Wednesdays and Thursdays, and the Saturday Sundays, we do lights on and lights off, but it's player based. So whatever the majority of players want to do, we tend to run with. Obviously, if no one's got torches or anything, it's a bit unfair if one guy's voting to do in the dark because he's the only guy ever torched. So we do whatever's fair, to be honest with you. So I see you've mentioned spawn trap in there, Gravity. The way we've designed it, hopefully, it should be quite easy to remove yourself from that situation because there's actually 3 exits from each spawn, and the arena is completely mirrored, so there's no better side in the arena. Everybody's got just as much as a sort of advantage and disadvantage than the other team, so fairly equal there.
Yeah, I mean that's the point really. We tried to design the arena in a way that there's multiple routes, whether you're in the middle of the arena or whether you're in respawn, to try and stop spawn raping. And we actively encourage people to work round to the other spawn, but they've got to work their way through. Actually say on the safety brief you can work your way around there, and you can take players out round by the spawn if they've not made it far out, but you've got to move away. We encourage players to move as much as possible. CQB is all about moving, it's not about camping behind a bush. There is no bushes here, so you've got to move, and the way the arena's set out, it means that you can get shot in multiple angles. As you can see, there's a lot of respawns going on. The guys are getting stuck in, there's lots of fluid movement, which makes for a good CQB night. So let's see how they're getting on. It looks like red are holding it a little bit more. There's a lot less red respawns now, definitely.
Yeah, you do see the green team in the spawn a lot more than the reds.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got just over 1 minute left on the game as well now.
Cool, so we're in the closing stages. So what we generally do on the night is we do 2 games of team deathmatch. They get to run each way. Not that it makes any difference because we've designed the arena completely asymmetrical, so it's the same either way.
It's a mental thing though, isn't it? People seem to think, oh, they've got the advantage because they're on the other side of the room.
Absolutely, yeah. The building was built in 1928, so it's not 100% square, so it's about 3 inches bigger one side to the other. So
it makes the difference apparently.
Yeah, people think that makes a huge difference, an extra 3 inches, and well, I suppose 3 inches is a lot of difference in some cases, but not in a CQB arena. So, how are we getting on? Last sort of 20 seconds here. Yeah, I think Reds have probably got this game, to be fair.
I think the Reds won. We might eat our words in a second. We'll find out in literally 10 seconds. Or 5 seconds now, actually.
Let's see how we get on. We're coming to a close, so that's the end of the game. So that well, wow.
Yeah, okay, the Greens.
We're eating our words. Green won. I'm even not sure how that's possible, but let's try and do a seamless link over to our adverts, and hopefully the audio will carry over.
So here's just the score here.
Yeah, so the score up on that board doesn't include the respawns.
It will soon.
Yeah, it's a bug that we're working on. So at the moment, we've only got it on our big screen in our safe zone, which is not a camera you can see, unfortunately. Safe zone cameras just for us for security, and so we can see players coming in and out. But yeah, on the future streams, you'll hopefully be able to see a number of respawns like we can, and then you'll be able to see a lot more of what's going on. So the players now just on a little break. They're going to get themselves reloaded, and we'll get them swapped around and swap sides.
Another round of team deathmatch.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll see how we get on there with that. Can you see that score on that board there? I think it was 34-42 by the looks of it. Sorry about the creaky chair there.
Yep, that is correct. Yeah, 42 on the. What is that?
Yes, that'd be the Reds because Green won. Yeah. So, wow. So they definitely picked that one off. So for you guys in the safe zone there as well, hopefully you'll be able to hear us as the live stream runs. We're down here in the comms room, watching all your gameplay, making sure none of you are cheating, and providing commentary to your game. So hopefully you like what we have got to say about you all. You can get involved on the chat while you're in the safe zone as well. If you've got Twitch, YouTube or Facebook, you'll be able to join the stream and comment away. If you fancy a little comment, drop it in there. And hopefully once you guys have got reloaded, we'll be getting out for the next game. So the one of the late players has just arrived. So if you're joining us to the stream, we're trying out the mic for the first time to try and give you guys some commentary, so it's just not or in adverts in between the games. Obviously, we try and get the players out as quick as possible, but they all need to pop up on water and BBs and that, you know, and get them going. So we've got 8 players in tonight, and we've got a 9th player joining in a little bit. So there'll be a 4v4, and then on the next game it'll be a 5v4. So players are just getting ready. So at the moment we're just streaming some of our adverts, some of the products and services we offer in the kill house, or not in the kill house, in the shop rather than the kill house.
Yeah, the grenades on the screen.
We don't allow burnable pyro up in the kill house. We have tested it up there, hence the video of it now to show what we sell. Obviously, that you can use in the sites outdoors, but indoors we only allow spring or gas grenades.
209s as well.
209s, yeah. 209s is about the limit. It's mainly built out, well, it's all built out of wood. So we don't want any fires, and we've got lots of cameras and stuff up there as well. So, and with the targets, we just found it works better. It's CQB at the end of the day. No one wants to go home deaf, so we just run it like that. So 209s are pretty good, but I mean the best ones really. I like the one that's being displayed on the screen at the moment. The and obviously that's quite a sexy guy demoing it at the moment. Is that me? So they're the CO2 frag grenades. They're pretty awesome.
Anti-personnel launchers.
Anti-personnel launchers, yeah. They're from Cybergun. I mean, I don't know if anyone's tried them, but they got this little CO2 canister in there, and it fires, I think it's like 300 BBs or something come out of that thing. It's amazing. I mean, it's one-time use, but they are a proper little giggle. So they're allowed upstairs. Not what's on the screen at the moment. That's one of the pole ball grenades that we offer in the shop. They are great for outdoor skirmishes. So hopefully a few more minutes and then players will be getting out there. It looks like most of them have got their mags loaded. There's still a couple of them there with speed loaders. Mid-cap heroes. That's the trouble of being a mid-cap hero, I suppose. You're there all day loading your mags.
At least you don't sound like a maraca though when you're running around.
Well, that's a fair point. Yeah. All the high-cap heroes giving away their position. So
yeah, and then not actually shooting at you.
Yeah. I mean, let us know in the comments what you think. Are you a mid-cap guy? Do you prefer low-cap realism?
Crazy person.
Yeah, I mean, low cap's not for me. I totally get mid caps actually. Mid caps, I think, make a lot of sense, and especially these new PTS ones.
Well, it's literally 50 BBs less than a high cap, so like, you know.
Exactly, and you don't sound like the maracas as you run around, or your drum mag sort of guy. High cap mags, drum mags. Drum mags have become really popular, especially with HPA users. I found. There's a lot of drum mags, and these sort of M4 adapter mags are becoming quite popular on the field. I think HPA users are becoming more accepted again in Airsoft, which is, I think, a good thing actually.
I think it is. It's much more efficient. I mean, our weather fluctuates so much in the UK as well, so it's like, it's better than just using the gas.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a stigma. I think, if someone's tournament locked, they could turn it up. They could remove a tournament lock and put another one on, but I could change the spring on my AEG and up the power. I could put black gas in my pistol, and there's certainly plenty of people that have done that.
Yes, and then smash their teeth out and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat. I think it's down to the marshals really to keep checking that sort of thing. And most sites are pretty good with that, to be fair. I think HPA is a brilliant platform. Yeah. And there's so many products now, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, I think we've got some drum mags actually coming in soon, I think, haven't we?
Yeah, so the drum mags are a bank holiday in the way. I don't think they're going to arrive this side of the bank holiday. So I think next week in store, there's a lot of new stuff arriving. So definitely worth a check out after the bank holiday. Get yourself down to store, and it's almost like we've queued it up. At the moment, there's a video on the screen showing us how to get to the store. So if you've not been to us before, here's how to find us. So, how are we getting on? Looks like they are almost there. There's a couple of them waiting at the door, ready to get in. And a few more still
waiting on the
loading up.
newcomers, aren't they?
Matt's just, I think Matt's chronoing a couple of the newbies. Well, not newbies, but the new arrivals. So they're just getting chronoed up, and then we'll be getting out. So, CAF on site as well. So as per the adverts there, we've got a full CAF on site serving food all night and all weekend. So if you're here playing, you can grab some food. Well, there's another fine example of a man on the screen there, showing off some of the pyro that we do.
I don't know who that is. Some random person.
Some randomer, yeah. I hope my chair's not creaking too much. I'm conscious of that every time I move it lets off a loud creak. So if you hear that in the stream, I do apologise.
Yeah, let us know if the levels are okay as well. My chair's also creaking every now and then, every time I move my head.
Amazing when you start listening for yourself, you hear every noise possible.
Yeah.
So, having a look in the arena tonight, we've got Kai, Michael, Jem, Kieran, Ben, Oliver, David, Harry, and I'm not sure how to pronounce George's name. I think it's Georgia. Is it? Georgie. Georgie. Different spelling, but they're the guys we've got playing tonight. As I say, they're just chronoing the guys that have just joined us. So once they've done that, hopefully we'll be getting out and playing the next game. Okay, so it looks like they've finished chrono, and they should be getting out for the next game. It looks like we have got a HPA user in the house. Kai there has got his tanks filled by the looks of it, so we have got one HPA user.
See how much air he's got in there. Knowing Kai has probably forgotten to fill them.
So we're just going to get ready now. So the two that have just arrived haven't had a safety brief. So the we do the safety brief a little bit different here. It's an on-screen safety brief. So it's all pre-recorded, and then we answer questions at the end. We just found it offered a lot more consistency, so everyone gets the same safety brief regardless, and they get exactly the same message. So you have one marshal or another marshal. It doesn't matter. The rules are the rules. What we say is what we say. Consistent every time. So the two that are joining us are just going to have that safety brief now while the others go out and play, and then they'll be in on the next game. So they're just queuing them up now. So hopefully we'll have game time in a minute. Marshall's getting these armbands ready. Yeah, so I reckon we're probably 2 or 3 minutes out, and then we'll be on the next game. So let us know what you think of the gameplay. As I say, this next game will be another team deathmatch. So this is we always do team deathmatch as the first games just to warm them up.
Yeah, it's a nice simple game to get people started.
Yeah, get them feeling the pain again, get used to being shot. It's always a surprise the first time, no matter how many years you've been playing. You need that first shot, I always find, just to get the anticipation going again, don't you? It always wakes you up, that first shot. So once you get that out of the way, you're comfortable running around again until you get one of those uncomfortable shots that puts you back again. Yeah. I've had plenty of them marshalling. I think the technical term is cock shot. And,
yes.
I've received one or two of them while marshalling. I think players see a marshal come around the corner and lower their gun but still pull the trigger. So
yeah, well, I mean, I've even had my thumb broken while I was marshalling once. Someone put their pistol on my thumb and fired it.
Oh wow!
Broke my thumb. My thumbnail was gone. That was that was fun.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a CQB. But yeah, it was an accident, wasn't done on purpose.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Accidents are always going to happen, unfortunately, and we're running around firing toy guns. And if someone makes someone startle when they got a finger on the trigger, then unfortunately they're going to pull it at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so it looks like we've got a bit of movement. Players are entering the arena. Cool. And the little voice in my ear. I found some headphones for the radio. You'll be pleased to hear. So hopefully you're not hearing all the radio chatter now. Players are entering the arena. Marshall's just setting up the next game. So we'll be flicking over to the arena cams now. Actually, we'll probably do that any second as my colleague is jumping onto that. So here we go. Okay, so players are getting in place. So what have we got here? Let's swap ends. Okay, so we've got 4 greens there. 3. Oh, we've got 4v4 out there at the moment. So 4v4. So as I say, the guys with the blue armbands are actually the red team. We are waiting for red armbands to turn up, and then we'll have red armbands for the red team.
You just have to pretend that they're red at the moment.
Yeah, it's like being colourblind, really. And then we've got the green team there. So 4 on the green team, 4 on the red team. So he's just queuing the game up now. And just like that, game's cutting in. 3, 2, 1, and the game is starting. Let's see how we get on this time round. Green team shot out. Blue or red team, they were a bit more tentative.
Yeah, we've got Johnny English again, sticking his arms around barricades. On the second camera.
He's actually making some quite good shots there.
And he's been taken out.
Yeah, just as I say, he's making some good shots, he gets killed. So, commentator's curse, I think they call that. So as you see, as they respawn there, as they press that button, the on the respawn, the light goes out and comes back on, and that counts the number of respawns. And we see that on the screen down here, so we can see that they're respawning, and it's counting out the respawns. So at the end of the game, we get the tally on how many respawns there are. And we'll see who's won the game.
A bit of a trade in the centre then, with I think that was Kai and I don't know who the other person was.
No, I'm not sure. I didn't catch that one. I did see a couple of them walk off with their arms up. So there was definitely something going on.
And there he was waving at the camera as well.
Yeah, yeah, he's playing up for the camera. So some of them obviously aware where the cameras are already. Not that they're hidden. They're sticking up on great big poles. So so they are visible enough. And obviously when the lights are out, they glow red because of the infrared on them. So
so they're fairly easy to spot.
yeah.
Not the point though. It's all supposed to be a know that you're being watched kind of thing.
Well, I guess it's nice that the players are interacting with us.
Yeah.
It makes our life a bit more fun down here watching the stream. There's a real mix of players tonight. We've got some guys that are flying around, and then we've got like a couple of players that are. Well, that was a nice shot. Got middle cam there. he leapt in and got shot straight away. Yeah, we've got a mix of players. So we've got some slow moving players, and then we've got some fast graphic guys really moving around. I mean,
seems like our greens are the weaker team, even though they won the last game. They don't seem to be moving out of their spawn as much this game.
Maybe that's how they're winning. Maybe they're just
yeah, they're not getting shot as they're not leaving their spawn.
They're not leaving their spawn, yeah. So no spawn hits, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. I mean, one of the reasons we always run this game as our first game as well is we can get a good idea of what the players are like. Oh, that was a lovely little shot by Kai on the top right there. Just put the player right out. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, this is why we always run this game to start with, so that we can see what the teams are like, and if we need to even them up, we can. Deathmatch is always a good way of seeing who's the stronger players, who's the weaker players, faster, slower players.
It's all about shooting the other players, isn't it? So it's, they're doing
Yeah.
exactly what they're supposed to be doing in this one.
We want a couple of fast players and a couple of slow players on each team, really. So we try and even that up. It looks fairly even though so far in the games they've played. Obviously, sometimes we have late comers like we have tonight, so we'll factor them in on the teams, and if we need to reshuffle later, we'll reshuffle later.
Yeah, we've still got one more to add to the game. Just yet, he's just doing safety briefing currently, so he's out for this game.
So you'll see our marshal popping in and out of the camera every now and again. We have one in-game marshal. So he's the guy walking around in the higher vis. You might see him pop into some of the camera shots, and he's wearing his helmet, which has got his helmet cam on. So the screen in the middle on the right hand side is our marshal cam, so everything the marshal sees you should be able to see as well. So as he's walking around engaging with players, checking that everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, you'll see what he sees. So if we notice a problem on these cameras, we radio into him and he can deal with it. So sometimes you notice the audio with us might cut in and out. That's normally because we're radioing him to let him know of something we might have seen, or give him an update on time. If I sat here on the radio, radioing in every 2 seconds saying 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes remaining, you might get feedback on the radio because I just tried it then. But also it's going to be boring, hopefully, for you viewers. So we don't want to really be doing that. So we try and mute it out as we're engaging with our in-game marshal.
Yeah, it still seems like the greens are in their spawn a lot more than the reds are. Red/blues.
Oh, that was a nice little trade-off. Top left-hand camera there. Both got the jump on each other. So someone went for a run straight out of the green spawn there and got taken out straight away. I don't know who took him out though. I can't see. Yeah. Maybe we should. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Well, yeah. So you might notice some some of the targets glowing in some of the cameras as well. We don't actually use the target on this game, but we use it as a timer, so if the targets get shot they light up anyway. It's just so we can call game start and game finish, and it does the scoring as well. So if you notice targets lighting up, that's all it is, but it adds a bit of ambient lighting as well actually when you're in the arena, especially when we do the lights off.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool in the dark.
Yeah, having all the targets lit up is proper cool. And quite often on the team deathmatch in the dark, the marshal will walk around and bang the targets just to light them up, which actually is something that we don't allow. And we mentioned that in the safety brief. You have to shoot targets, you're not allowed to bang them with your hands. A couple of reasons. If they bang them at an angle, it is possible to break the brackets, and over time they do wear out. If they get banged with fists and stuff, so a BB shot actually is more impact but less, I guess, more concentrated to a smaller area, so it doesn't break the mounts.
So the game mode they're playing at the moment, Daniel, is just a team deathmatch. So nice and simple. I'm sure you know more than others do. So they just basically the little respawn things in the spawn, the little buttons you keep seeing press, that just counts how many times they spawn. The team with the least spawns at the end of the game wins. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, well, green seems to be moving out a little bit more now. So maybe they found a second wind, or maybe they've just warmed up to being shot now. So they're definitely moving around. We've got a few more red players now respawning. So yeah, the green players, yeah, we're actually seeing a bit of movement now. The top left there, the guy sprinting backwards and forwards. Kai's on the red team. It looks like he's just respawned and he's gone for a little power run straight out. So he's taken out 2 of the green players, I think now. Yeah. So he was obviously feeling a bit sour about being shot. Straight back out and took 2 of them. Marshall almost got shot there as well.
Yeah, I think I just taken out ECG.
Yeah, he's out. He's out. And Kaiser, he's nice and recognisable because he's got a bandana on. He's running HPA, so he's the guy running around with the rucksack. So, and if you don't know, Kai is our in-house chef as well. So he'll play once a week normally. So team kills always count with Kai. We count team kills anyway, but you're more than welcome to shoot Kai if you're playing against him at any time, regardless of team. Yeah, that's the one rule we have here, that if Kai's playing, just actively shoot him regardless of team.
Even if he's not playing.
Yeah, even if he's not playing, he's in the arena, shoot him. Yeah, that's yeah. He always wonders why everyone keeps shooting him. He'll find out one day. He'll listen back to one of these streams and hear us actively encouraging him to be shot. I think he secretly loves it.
Yeah.
So they're in the last, well into the last minute now, so the last 30 seconds of the game. Be interesting to see what the score is on this. It started a bit one-sided, but I think it's levelled up, which must have been what sort of happened last time round. So
we'll have to wait and see.
I think, yeah, definitely Reds are being dominated in this second half. So it'd be interesting to see what the final score is. Yeah, there's a flurry of red and green respawn now. Actually, there's 3 in green. Ooh, and one of the green players got shot on his way out of spawn there. So, and I think that's game over as well. So that was a nice little flurry of activity right at the end there. We just radio into our marshal and get this game finished. So let's see who's won that. Just waiting for the tablet to catch up and give us the score. It looks like it's Oh,
Oh, it was very close.
yeah, green 46, red 48. So, yeah, so that was definitely a green win by 2 respawns though. So I think we got the teams pretty evenly matched then by the looks of.
I think so, unless this final player then.
Yeah, we're going to add another player into the arena just to mix it all up. So in theory, that should sway one team one way or the other. But we'll see how we get on. That the Marshal may decide to mix some of them up anyway. So we'll see how this next game goes. So I'm going to check with the marshalling team up there what we're doing. But we normally do a 2-shooter flip as the next game in the current format. So let's find out what's going on, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so yeah, as I thought, the Marshal is going to do a little mix-up of the teams. He's just talking in my ear now. So yeah, he's going to mix a couple of them up. I think he's going to move Kai over and put the new player on the red team. So we'll see how the next games go. But the next games are going to be 2-shooter flip, which will involve the targets. So for those who haven't played here before, we have 20 targets out in the arena, big and small ones. And on this particular game mode, the players have to shoot the targets to illuminate them. And they have to shoot them until they're their team's colour. So if you're on the green team, you need to make them all green. If you're on the red team, you need to make them all red. Simple as that. And then hold them in your colour. So players just getting ready for the next game. We're going to be on about a 5-minute break. I'm going to nip into the shop for just a moment while they're on break and sort some other bits out. So I'm going to leave you with Will.
Don't worry, I'm still here.
Will, we're still here. He's going to hopefully ramble on to you if our ramblings get too much. I mean, you might enjoy the fact that I'm going and prefer to hear from Will. So I'll leave you with Will, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the next games.
Cool. So it's just me now. So I've always kind of grown up. I started playing CQB when like years and years ago when I started playing Airsoft, so it's always kind of been my little home kind of thing. I used to love playing at a site down in Reading that was really good, but it's no longer there anymore. This is the next best thing, obviously. Our Kill House is the best CQB ever. It's totally our opinion, but yeah, it's I like the kind of like intense CQB. There's like you either go one way or the other with it, and I like to go full on with it. So it seems like most of our players are down in our shop now. So we're going to have like a 5 to 10 minute break potentially. Hopefully not quite as long as 10 minutes, but yeah, I'll let you know. I'll update you on what's going on. Loads of you have just joined us, as you can probably hear my voice. We're trying out a new microphone setup to make the breaks a bit more entertaining, and we're going to add some commentary to the games and stuff like that as well, which is quite cool. It just makes it sort of a bit more of an interesting stream. So yeah, we'll be back shortly. I'll still be here. If you've got any feedback or questions or anything, let me know in the chat and I'll try and answer you. So up next, as you can see in the chat, we've got a 2-shooter flip. Chris already explained what this game is, but for the people that are still here or the people that are new in the chat or new to the stream, 2-shooter flip is a great game that involves the targets. The main goal is to capture and hold as many targets in your team's colour for as long as you can. The spawning does actually affect the team's score as well, so the more your team respawns, it will affect your score at the end of the game negatively. So yeah, so try not to respawn and get shot so much, obviously. Yeah, this is a really fun game. I love when we use the targets in there, the Domination games and stuff like that. It reminds me of playing Call of Duty and things like that, so it's all very interesting. I've never really played at another Airsoft site that uses a target system in the games, so I think it's pretty unique. Let us know what you think of our new layout so far as well, guys. We're looking for feedback on that. We're really proud of it. We spent a lot of time doing it, but we're always looking to improve things where we can. So just let us know what you think of it. Thank you for the comment there, Cameron. Sorry, I couldn't read the name. Yeah, so you enjoyed the new layout. That's good. We think it's a massive improvement to our last one as well. It was sort of like a bit last minute, our last arena. But yeah, this one we've spent a lot of time thinking about all the different entrances, the spawn and everything like that. And yeah, you're right. It does force a lot more action. It's much more intense. It forces you to move around, or you just get stuck. I think the most important thing about CQB is the movement. You've got to keep moving. It makes the gameplay really stale if you just sit there camping in one place. You need to move around as much as you can and get from corner to corner as quickly as possible. Especially with the targets added as well, it makes a huge difference with that. They change the gameplay up massively. Oh, that's really good to hear. I'm glad I'm glad you enjoyed it. We're happy everybody's been enjoying it so far. Again, like if you do have any feedback and anything we want to you'd like to see change or anything, let us know. We are always looking for feedback on everything. So, but yeah, really glad that you had a good time. Hope to see you back soon. So hopefully not too long till our next game now. Like I said before, we're doing a 2-shooter flip for this next one. So the targets are all in play in this next game. It looks like the players are literally just getting ready to go in now. I think they're all back up in the safe zone. Some of them come down to get drinks and stuff because it's quite hot up in the arena today. The sun's been out all day. So yeah, hopefully we'll be back in the arena soon. Yeah, so Marshall just confirmed with me, like ETA, like a minute or two till the next game. They're literally all just getting their stuff together to go straight back in. Yeah, hopefully we don't keep you waiting too long. Yes, yeah, we did think of doing like half walls and stuff like that for the cover. Initially, we wanted to test it out and stuff like that. So we'll test it and see. But that might be something that we do change. Is adding some half walls and maybe even some windows and things like that. It will make it quite more a lot more diverse. We just don't want to give an advantage where you can shoot all the way across the arena and all that stuff. So the higher walls have the advantage of covering more targets, so you are forced to move. But the shorter walls they'll make much more diverse gameplay. You are correct there, yeah. So our players are just heading into the arena as we speak. Yeah, the window that we used to have in the arena was it's like a very everybody liked that. We probably won't be adding something you can climb through into the arena just because of the design now. But we probably will consider adding a window into it at some point. We just need to sort of test it out, see what's going on, see how the players are liking the layout. Okay, so the players are in the arena. They're just getting ready. We're just waiting on the marshal to start the game. Oh, thank you for dropping by the stream. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Always love the regular players. Okay, just getting ready now. Looks like the players are ready. Oh no, there's still one in the safe zone. There's always one. Always waiting on one. Okay. Here we go. See who's going to be the more aggressive team this time. It looks like the greens have left their spawn quicker than the reds. So that's a good start. Doesn't look like the reds are moving away from their spawn too much, whereas the greens have completely moved away. They're all spread out everywhere. The red team / blue team are all bunched up at the moment. Oh, there we go. They're all starting to trade now. You can hear the targets going, and you can see on our live scoreboard as well. So far, the greens are ahead with 11 targets to 6. So there's a few targets that still haven't been claimed in the arena. Only 2 targets, I think, that haven't been claimed. They're probably in the corners. People always miss the ones in the corners. So the marshal keeps getting shot there. Okay, so the greens are definitely very much ahead. There's still 1 target left to be claimed. They're still shooting off. They're taking even more targets. They've only left the reds with 3 now, which is not good. The reds need to really turn this around. It's strange because there's more greens in their spawn than there are the reds, but maybe the reds just aren't doing the objective. Maybe they haven't realised they need to be shooting their targets. No, I'm watching a red player right now on the top right. He's standing right underneath a green target and he hasn't even shot it. So maybe they don't know what's going on. We'll have to see. There's another one there. He's just ignoring that target. I know he's in fact a green player. No, yeah, they were both green. Okay, so the reds have started to pick up now. I think they've realised they need to shoot the targets. So they're still not quite as on it as the green team are. They've got all the targets active in the arena now, so there's 20 targets in play. I love hearing the little noise that the targets make, the little pink noise. Okay, so it's this even now. It's heading back down, but it's fairly. The reds have sort of realised they need to be shooting some targets, and they seem to be losing it again. The greens are just too aggressive in this one. They seem to be the much more dominant team so far. They've won every game so far. We're 3.5 minutes now into this game. The greens clearly dominating the arena. Don't think it helps that there's 2 reds in their spawn. Someone seems to be having difficulties with their gun in the spawn there. Always make sure your kit's working before you start playing. It's the worst thing in the world. Is when your gun goes down in the middle of a game and there's nothing you can do about it. So just listening to the Marshall chatter right now, and it sounds like they're going to have a look at rebalancing teams after this game. It does seem like the green team are definitely more dominant. Hopefully we can sort this out in the next one and it will be much more even. So the lights only go off on the Tuesdays. That's not true. We might try the lights out tonight. We'll see what the players want to do. But we do have a specific day for lights out. So we'll see what we do with the lights, but we do have a specific day for the lights off. That is Tuesday nights. We do the lights out then. No, that is not correct. It's Friday nights we do lights out. Tuesday nights is pistol and shotgun. But we'll see if the players want to do a lights out. We can always just turn the lights out and see how it goes. Marshall's just also informed me he's been shot twice in the belly, so he's having a good time up there. Maybe he needs to wear some protection. So we've just passed the halfway mark of the game. Not long now. We'll see who's going to win, but I have a feeling the green team are going to win this one. They seem to be the much more aggressive team out of the two so far, but we'll still try to get that sorted for next night. Watched a bit of team friendly fire there. Green on green. Oh dear. Two and a half minutes remaining now. It's clear the Greens are going to have got this one. So far the Greens have won every game. We really need to try and pick out the more dominant players and switch them around. I think. Yeah, I think that's the only answer for that. What do you guys think about our layout though? Is it a good one? Is it better than the last layout? We think it is. We hope you think it is too. Lots of respawning from the Reds. Just a reminder, the red team are actually wearing blue armbands because we couldn't find any red ones at the moment, but we've got some ordered. We need to just get them in. We're just coming up to 1 minute remaining now. I'm still adamant the green are going to win, but we'll see. It might be the other way around because the score does strongly affect your this respawning even does strongly affect your score. The more you respawn, so you'll see the players pressing the little button that flashes in their spawn. The more one team will respawn, the negatively the more negatively it will affect their score right at the end. So we'll see. Sometimes that can completely change a game. It does look like the Reds are coming back out and taking a few more targets. They currently are holding more than the Greens. Oh, not anymore. I had to say it, didn't I? Like Chris was saying, it's the commentator's curse there. The last part of the game, the last 15 seconds here. What's your bets? Do you think it's going to be the Greens or the Reds? I think it's going to be the Greens. It's got to be. And that is game over. Let's see what the results are. I'll find out shortly. So it does look like the Greens have won that one there. We'll just find out by how much soon, as soon as my tablet updates. Okay, so it looks like the Greens respawned 50 times and the Reds respawned 60 times. So unfortunately, yes, the Greens did definitely win that game. Not actually by as much as we thought, but they definitely won. I think the target situation, the Greens definitely held more targets for the longest time there, but the respawns didn't actually make too much difference on their scores there. So that was fairly close on spawns, but yeah. So we're just having a short break now. Some of the players have ordered food and things from that in our cafe. Speaking of, we do lots of nice food in our cafe. Things like chicken wings, burgers, the usual stuff, but with a little bit of extra things that we thought would be nice additions to our menu. So come down, spend some time in our cafe. We've got some nice benches right on the riverfront outside. So it's very nice, very peaceful. And then you've got a shop full of guns as well, so, you know, can't get any better. Thank you for liking the stream, Daniel. How are you doing today? Surprised you're not here playing, Dan, to be honest. Got time to watch the stream. Ah, that's why you're not here playing, I guess. So one of our players, Kai, the one that was running around like a lunatic, is sitting out for this one. He's apparently too sweaty, is what he said. I think he's just being a girl, but we'll see. Oh, you'll be down tomorrow. We'll see you then. We'll see you then, Dan. Hopefully we're making your shift at work a bit more interesting. How are you liking the commentary? Like, are the levels all right? Can you hear me? Can you hear the music? Can you hear anything else? Let me know. Yeah, we thought we'd try a little bit of commentation. Well, commentation? That's not even a word, I don't think. Commentary, that's the word I'm looking for. We thought we'd try a little bit on the stream. It makes it a bit more easy and, it flows nicer. It's a bit more interesting for the viewers, especially on the adverts as well. Give you someone to talk to physically. Well, not physically, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's good. Sounds good then. So to those of you that just joined us, I see a little number there just going up. We're just on a short break. I've just been informed we've got about 5 minutes till the next one. So for now, you just have to listen to me ramble and watch our lovely adverts of some cool products that we do. Like the one on screen now, which is an anti-personnel like confetti kind of thing that fires 300 BBs in one go. So it's kind of like a little moss cart kind of thing, but a handheld one. They're pretty fun. Really good for indoors. So far today we've done 2 games of Team Deathmatch and 1 of 2 shooter flip. We've got another round of 2 shooter flip up next. In that one, basically we use the targets. They are sort of detrimental to the objective of the game there. I'm saying a lot. You need to control as many targets as you can for the longest period. So last time the Greens dominated, they held the targets a lot more than the Reds did. They started to get it back at the end, but they didn't do it enough. They weren't as aggressive as the Greens were. So we've I think the teams have been switched up a little bit to change it around. Hopefully it'll be much better. Anyone got any new pews they're gonna purchase soon or anytime, or anything planned they're gonna get? I've got quite a few on my list that I want to get hold of when I can. So should have about 2 minutes until our next game now. The marshal just informed me there. Just a couple players just getting some drinks and things like that just before. And then they should all be going straight back in for another round of 2-shooter flip. So just bear with us for a few minutes and we should be back. So apologies if you hear my chair creaking. We're still sort of sorting the mic setup out here. We need to test all the levels and everything still. Let us know if you can hear too much background noise or anything like that. I think it's okay at the moment, but I'm not moving, so every time I move, my chair creaks. Players just gearing up now. I can see in the safe zone they're all getting their masks on. Yeah, shouldn't be long till the next game. So, in case you didn't know, it's a 2-shooter flip for this next round. In 2-shooter flip, you need to hold as many targets as you can for the longest period possible. So the team that holds more targets for a longer period will win at the end of the round. The spawning, respawning, and stuff like that will affect the score at the end as well. So the more your team respawns, it will affect your score negatively. So that can completely change a game. Last time it was pretty close. I think the Reds respawned 60 times and the Greens were 50. I wrote 60 in the chat there. I just realised, but that's incorrect. It was 50 times the Greens respawned there. But yeah, it can drastically affect the game if there's a huge difference. Just have to wait and see. How many players have we got tonight? I think we have 9 players. This next game will have 8 players in it though, because one of them's sitting out for a bit. He got too sweaty, apparently, his words. So yeah, 8 players is nice. It's 4v4, so nice and even there. We've got more players booked in tomorrow as well, so we'll have a nice game tomorrow. That starts at 5, ends at 9, as usual. Be quite a good night tomorrow, I think. It should be a good night tonight as well. There's a nice bunch of guys up there today. Lots of old regulars we used to have in the arena. To those of you that have just joined us, we are just on a short intermission between games. Players are literally just about to start the next game. They're just getting their positions currently. They're just waiting on a couple guys to bomb up. They're just putting their masks on now. I can see them in the safe zone. Not long now, we're doing a 2-shooter flip, so the targets are involved heavily in this game. So the team that controls the most targets for the longer period of time wins basically. Got a 4v4 for this round. We do have 9 players in total tonight. One of them is sitting out because he's very sweaty, is what he told us. We'll see if he joins back in. Okay, so we're about to start here. Players are just getting into their positions now. Got the last couple just getting into their spawn points. Just waiting on the marshal now to start the game. He's just checking the players are all ready. Get the arena unmuted there so you can hear what's going on. So we're just about to start. Marshall has just informed me. Here we go. Not a very enthusiastic start there. I think they're all a bit worn out and hot already. They're only 3 games in. They have all left their spawn this time though. The last game, the Reds didn't really leave their spawn very quickly. We've got some greens respawning already. Still some targets up for grabs in the arena as well. And there's 7 they haven't found yet.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back here with Will again now, so I just had to quickly run off a multitask. Cook some food for some of our guests in tonight. As I'm a man of many talents, and I'll be winding Will up now because he hasn't had his break yet, and I'll just get a storming burger if I do say so myself. And have you tried the lemon cake in the cafe, Will?
I don't really like lemon cake, to be honest. But I haven't. I wanted to try the brownies, but I haven't got around to that yet because no one lets me have my break. So.
Yeah, I mean, the brownies are amazing. The lemon cake is amazing. Probably not if you don't like lemon, but little plug there to the food we do, but also just to wind Will up because he's yet to have his break. But you get his break in a minute, so
yeah, I'm alright for now. Don't worry.
Sorry about that. Cough. So I've been watching the stream though while I was in the cafe area because we have that up on the TV in there as well. So I could hear you chatting away and feel the gameplay that was going on.
Yeah, it seems it started off fast this one, but it seems to have slowed down a bit now. It's speeding up a little bit now. There's not so many targets been contested. They're pretty even, trade kind of thing.
Yeah, so we've got one guy there that's really sort of camping in that area. I'm just trying to get a grip to where that is. So that is, that's right in the
just before the centre, isn't it?
Just before the centre, yeah, just to the right of it there, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, he's moved now.
Oh, he has moved, yeah. And that's the sort of gameplay we sort of almost discourage a little bit. We don't want people camping in one area, but it's good to see he's moved on now. Nice fluid play, which we seem to be getting actually. You can see a lot of red glows. I'm seeing a couple of greens. What's the scoring looking like?
So it's currently it's
green are dominating actually. So.
Yeah, green dominated last game as well. Yeah, and down here, hopefully the Reds do push a bit more. They pushed at the start this time a lot more than they did last time. So hopefully they stick at it.
The red lights of the targets actually show up better on the cameras than the greens do. I'm actually seeing a few greens now. Now I'm looking on we've got a bigger screen down here as well, so I can actually see quite a few green targets now. Now I'm looking, although as I say that, Reds have actually have flipped it around. They're holding a lead, and as I say that again, Greens smash it back. So actually it's quite even, 8-9, 9-8, 8-9. It's looking backwards and forwards, so we might get a bit here where they Reds have a bit of a resurgence.
Looks like Kai's stuck a high vis on, so we've got 2 marshals in the arena currently.
Yeah, Kai did say he wanted to come out and spectate a little bit as a marshal, just to see the other side of it. So
I think it's just an excuse because he's unfit, to be honest.
I think so. That's the trouble with these HBA users sometimes, and it all blow no go. So he's probably run out of air.
That's probably more what it is.
Yeah. Well, he did come down for some more tracer BBs, so he's obviously rattling through them, and he don't run drum mags, does he? He runs M4 mags in his pistols.
Yeah, he's got the mag adapters.
So he's smashing through them. Looks like we have a player leaving the arena. Yeah, I don't know if he's got a gun issue there.
Looks like, yeah.
I'll just check on the comms. Give us 1 minute. Oh, so he's out of ammo, so silly little mistake really. First rule going into a gunfight, remember your ammo.
I agree as well, Dan. Yeah, Kai does need to put his big boy pants on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure Kai's got a big boy pants, to be fair.
No, he's got chef ones.
Well, apparently so, yeah. there is a rumour of that, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the myth as well.
So, that player, was that player red team player, I think?
I think he was, yeah.
Maybe he was holding them back, because Red's in the lead again at the moment, so...
Yeah, obviously he's not doing much to his team. You could probably hear us as well. TV's on.
Oh yeah, be in the safe zone, so hear us staying there. He's holding them back.
Kai's gesturing that he's put his big boy pants on as well now.
Oh, they won't be able to see that. That's in the safe zone,
Yeah,
so he's in the safe zone with the player that's just reloaded. So, but Kai is coming back out in the arena with the other player now. So he's just indicated he's got his big boy pants on. So. So if any of the players can hear the live stream, feel free to shoot the marshal. The one without the helmet. He's gone out with his GoPro on his head, on his dye mask.
Oh yes, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. He's probably going to get some footage that he can edit for later and make out he's done all these assassin kills and stuff when he was actually marshalling.
Yeah. You could totally do that, I suppose, if you've got a high vis on. No one would know.
If David didn't stand out enough before, he's now sporting a bit of tape on the back of his pistol there. The adjustment screw on his pistol. I don't know how he's done it, but he's sheared it off. So he's got a bit of tape holding the rear sight down. So now he's got a bright green and yellow stripe. Out of all the insulation tape we managed to find him, or gaffer tape, we managed to find him some bright green and yellow tape, so you can see him quite visibly now. So they've got 2.5 minutes remaining, and it looks like green have pushed back again now.
Yeah, it's fairly even on the targets at the moment, but they do seem to be holding the lead just.
I think it's going to be a close one, but I think green have probably got it again by the looks of it. I think
the Reds have definitely stepped their game up this game though compared to their last one.
Yeah, and in fairness, one of the red players dropped out there where he ran out of ammo.
The Greens have just taken a mad flurry of all the targets though.
Yeah, that red player was actually a rental player that ran out of ammo, so maybe he went for his mag. I mean, he's got a 300 round high cap, so he's either putting a lot of rounds in or he just forgot to load up between games. I don't think he's spraying and praying, so I think he just forgot to load up between games, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't realise we had any rentals tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, just the one. Just what he's played before, I think, but
doesn't have his own.
He's not got his own kit. Yeah. It's absolutely fine. We've got a full selection of rentals. So on the Tuesday night when we do the pistol nights, we have pistol rentals. We might put on some shotgun rentals as well later date. People want to run shotguns, but at the moment we've got pistol rentals, and then we have the AEG rentals as well for all the other nights. So you'll notice the play has slowed down a little bit. So this sometimes happens on two-shooter flip. If one team is holding a lot of the targets, they can then be a bit more defensive, which is what we're seeing, I think.
See Kai ducking for cover there as he was trying to cross the centre.
I'm interested to know what that rifle is that red player's got. The one just leaving the spawn and the bottom middle camera. That's a monster for a CQB rifle. I'm not quite sure what he's got there, but I've seen it. It's almost as tall as him.
I haven't yet. No, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
It's wrapped up in some sort of camo tape, I think.
And the guy with the full like MTP loadout.
Yeah. I can't see where he's gone. Oh, there he is. He's on the left hand. He's on the left hand middle camera. Just walking out of sight now.
Oh yeah. There's the answer on the time check there. So we go. That's game over.
Oh yeah, we're having so much fun looking out for that gun. The game has actually finished, so we'll just wait for the tablet to finish there, and then we'll work out what the scores are.
So let's just switch our intermission there.
Up our adverts, and we'll bring you the scores any second if we can work out what they are. Where's our Marshall to flip the scores up? Come on, Marshalls. So it looks like we've got a green win again. 46 respawns. And the Reds had 39 respawns, but Greens were more dominant overall in the targets. So the way that the system works is Neil, who makes these targets, is amazingly clever, and it goes beyond me, but he's put some sort of mathematical equation into it, so it times the number of respawns by the number of seconds the targets have been held and gives a final score. Although the Reds there had less respawns, Greens actually held more targets for longer, so
Greens still obviously dominant.
Greens were still a bit more dominant in that game, but it was a lot closer actually than I thought. I mean, the respawns were 7 difference in the end, so that's not bad at all, really. So it was pretty close. It looks like it was just on the targets there. It was about a 60-40 split on the targets overall in time. So the respawns weren't quite enough to level it up. But well done to both teams. They played well there.
Thank you for joining us as well, Dan. Enjoy the rest of your shift at work. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
I need that sort of job where I can sit around watching a stream. Although I'm pretty much doing that at the moment, to be fair. But it's been hard work all day, I can tell you. So, but Dan's in tomorrow, I think, isn't he? Dan is our marshal tomorrow as well. So you'll be able to see him on the camera. I wonder if we can get the marshal to find out what rifle it is that guy's running. And we'll get a GoPro battery change while we're on the adverts as well. I'm going to go and flick that over. I'll leave you with Will while we do that, and we'll find out some information about the next game. So I'm going to mute the mic for a minute while we get some bits sorted, but we'll be back in just a second.
So we got more player switching going on. One of the blue players is just sitting out for a round, so Kai is going to jump back into the blue team. Kai was the second marshal you would have seen up there. He's just jumping back onto the blue team for now. A few minutes while the players are just having a little bit of a breather and a reload, and then we should be back. Seemed like our Marshall cam ran out of batteries at the perfect timing though, that last game. Right as the game ended. But we should be. So we will be running until 9 o'clock today. We'll basically cram in as many games as we can. So we've got about an hour and a half left of games. So they're only 10-minute games as well. So in theory, we should get a few more in today. Quite a few more. It just depends on how fast the players are getting back out. It's all about getting the players to hurry up and get reloaded and straight back in there. They're usually the ones holding us back. They want to go and get drinks and smoke and stuff like that, you know. So are you local to us, or did you just find us by chance? I see you're on YouTube there. We stream to Facebook, YouTube and Twitch all at the same time, so yeah. Not long now. Most of the players are back in this safe zone. They were just having a little bit of a breather. Ah, you're from Dog Tag. Yes, yeah. So you probably see Lindsay down there with the shop. Yeah, you should come down and try it out. We're not too far. Not too far from there. It's only about like a 40-50 minute drive from Dog Tag. Good fun. It's completely different sort of like, you know, experience indoors versus outdoors. A lot more intense, I think, personally. Hurts a lot more too. So our limits for indoors are 350 FPS or under, and under 1.14 joules. So like this is the basic UK limits for most sites. Obviously no full auto, no snipers or anything like that. I mean, as long as if it's under 350 FPS, I guess you could use it, but you'd be at a huge disadvantage with a single shot gun. Yeah, most people sort of run pistols and stuff like that indoors. I find pistols work a lot better, or like a small, like SMG type, like replicas. I like using my MP9 in CQB. Yeah, I love MP7s as well. They're great. MP7, MP9, like a Mac 10 or something like that, or like Mac 11, something small but with a stock. Like I really like the USW as a sort of a CQB weapon because it's a pistol, but it's got that stock on it, the fold-out stock, which is lovely. I love my little USW. Stick a suppressor on there, not that it makes any difference, but it just looks cool. High capper with a mag adapter. That's my other CQB favourite. Bit controversial though, some people don't like that. Yep, I always say 90% of Airsoft is just looking cool, you know. Or stupid, either one. I like to think it's cool, but you know, an outside view. My family always tell me I look stupid, but you know, as long as I'm happy. Hopefully not too long now. I can see some players getting their masks on and stuff like that. I think you're just sorting a game out on the target system there. It sounds like from the the radio chatter, we're going to be doing a sort of attack and defend kind of game. So the goal of this game is to take the arena's targets as quick as you can. The team to do it the fastest obviously wins. Should be a good fun game. So yeah, just confirmed, our next game is definitely going to be attack and defend. So basically one team will be the defending team. Their goal will be to stop the attacking team from taking out the targets effectively. So at the start of the game, all the targets will be lit. One team will then need to go around and take all the targets out. The team to do it the fastest time wins. I think we're still going to be doing the 5-second respawn on this one. So that will help. If they get an entire team wipe, that will definitely help push. This is a really interesting game. It can be over very quickly though. It just depends on how aggressive the attackers are. Oh yeah, we've only got a few of those left, I believe. We had quite a few, but yeah, not many left now. Getting just a confirmation from the marshal there. We've just got a couple minutes now. The players are just finishing up, getting ready. Yeah, they're just about to enter the arena now. Yeah, so the MP7 mags always fly out really fast. They're quite hard to get your hands on when you need them. The Tokyo Marie MP7s are just so popular at the moment.
Oh, they're super popular. Sorry, I'm back by the way. We just had a load come in, didn't we? And they've gone quicker than we can put them on the shelf.
Just need to confirm something with the marshal. Give me 2 seconds.
So Will's just chatting to our in-game marshal. So it looks like just confirming who's going to be attacking first, who's defending. So if you just joined us, the attack and defend game, all the targets light up in this game, and one team has to attack and take out all the targets. The other team has to defend and stop the targets from being shot. Simple as that. It's a time thing. We've had this cleared in matters of 20-30 seconds. We've had games go on for well, there's a 10-minute time limit now. We never used to run a time limit, but we did have a couple of games that went sort of 14-15 minutes, I think, at one point. So we've stuck a time limit on there now. The maximum of 10 minutes, but I'm sure tonight it's not going to take 10 minutes. Not the way that they've been playing tonight. So Will's just communicating with Matt upstairs. So it looks like, yeah, as per the chat there, the greens will be attacking first, the reds will be defending. See if we can get the GoPro feed up for you as well.
Yeah, we should.
Although you might have to run back into the safe zone, so we're just keeping an eye on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we're getting to adjust his camera down a bit. Sorry about that, we're just communicating with the in-game marshal, getting it all set up, ready to go. So the game will start in just a minute. He's just explaining a few bits to some of the players. I don't know what he's doing there. He's dancing like a rabbit or something in the middle of the arena there. I don't know if anyone caught that on the middle camera. I don't know what he was acting out. I wish I was better at charades because...
Oh, I'm terrible at charades.
There's some serious hand gestures going on by the marshal there. I don't know what he's trying to explain, but come on, Matt, get on with it. Let's get the game started.
It's a shotgun. That's what that guy's gun is.
Oh, it's a shotgun.
Saw it up close. Didn't look like a shotgun.
Well, is that the same guy?
I think so.
Okay, it looked like he had a massive... Oh, yeah, no, that is a shotgun. It's a two-tone shotgun. Is that there? Some description. Yeah. I'm sure it. No, he had.
Unless he's got something
else. He did have a rifle as well. It was all wrapped in like camo wrap. If you're joining us, so that we're commentating on the games, but there was a guy playing earlier, and he had a rifle that was almost as long as him. It looks like he's got a shotgun that's almost as long as him now as well. So we'll have to have a chat with him in the break and find out.
It sounds like the first round is about to start, so it is the Greens attacking first.
There we go, see the targets flashing orange, counting it in, and they're on. Game is on, so all the targets are lit.
They've already taken out 10, 11, 12.
Blimey, it's going to be a quick time.
Yeah, unless targets, they can hold those last
targets down, so 6 to go. So it's slowed down a little bit now.
So this is where it usually slows down. They find a hold on the last few targets until they can take them all out.
So yeah, on this game we're doing it unlimited lives. In that we cut the time of the game down to 10-minute max. In the past we've done this with the defending team get 3 lives each. But on the old arena, you had to push into one corner. So. Oh, looks like almost a game. There's 19 targets down, 1 to go.
Yeah, there's just literally just 1 left. Oh, there he goes. That was very fast.
Oh, it was, yeah, 55 seconds. Oh, and I don't know what the defending... who was defending that game?
That was the Reds defending.
I don't know what they were doing. They were just standing their spawn there for 1 minute. I mean, fair play. They were abiding by the 5-second respawn, but none of them moved out of the spawn. They should have been all over that last target. Defending it. Let's see what the in-game marshal is saying.
So they're just switching around, I think he just said to me. They're quickly resetting. Hopefully, I don't think we need to cut away for this. It should be okay. It looks like
okay, cool. We can keep the stream going, which is always good. So they're going to swap ends. Okay, so let's see. So the 55.582 seconds. Just put that in the chat. So we've got a record of that. 582. That was a very respectable time, to be fair. That's pretty quick.
Let's see how fast the Reds can do it.
Yeah, I mean the Greens have been strong all night, so Reds might struggle with this, but let's see how they get on. I mean they've been getting better as the night's been going on. So
just got Matt resetting the thing just now, so.
Yeah, he's just setting them up.
He's just making sure that the greens are actually in their spawn and not cheating. Looks like they were a bit ready to go. Yeah.
So our Marshall is on the ball there. See them cheating there.
I think he spotted it on the stream as well, to be honest. We've got the stream on in the safe zone, so you can see. Right, here we go. Let's game on.
Okay, watch for them red lights flashing up. There they go. So let's see if they get off to just as quick a start. It's not.
They don't seem to be.
Not as rapid. No, 6, 7 targets down.
They've done like 16 by now. The other team.
By 30 seconds, they were dominant.
The last few.
Yeah. 10 down, so they're halfway. 24 to 25 seconds.
Yeah,
so
12 now.
Yeah, they're catching up.
A lot slower. They
That seems to
not
be,
as quick
yeah.
to respawn either. I would be like running back to the respawn as fast as I could.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are out for a Sunday walk back to respawn. Has anyone told them it's a time game?
It doesn't seem so.
What is going on? Come on, boys. Oh, one. I think he got one to the back. He just had a little stretch out there. You know that one where you get one at the base of your spine. You have to
so, I mean, we've
stretch it out.
Past the time that the greens did it in. We're now at over 1 minute.
1 minute, and how many targets? Oh, 7 targets to go. So,
yeah, so they're definitely not on the ball this time.
They've definitely lost it.
So still the greens dominant team so far. Seems that way anyway.
Certainly does, yeah. Maybe we can have a player reshuffle after this game if we can even it out a little bit more. We like the games to be quite even. It gives everyone a fair chance, and it's not all about winning.
No, as long as everyone's having fun. They might not even want to switch up. It's down to them, really. If they're happy playing the way they are. Then...
Some players like being dominated. It helps them push to. Helps them push to get better, doesn't it? They feel like it's more of a challenge, which I totally get. Sometimes when it's really even Stevens, it can become a bit boring, can't it?
You like being dominated as well, then, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Well, if that's an offer, no. But let's see what's going on. 14 targets. What is happening to the last 6 targets? Can they just not see them?
They seem to have lost their enthusiasm.
Well, it looks like they're all down that one side. So they're all to the right-hand side of the arena. I can see.
Down there.
I can see them all glowing. If you look at that bottom left cam and the middle
one
cam,
right near their spawn.
You can see them all glowing, and that's the right-hand side of the arena. Is that near their closest spawn?
Yeah, I believe there's actually 2. You can kind of see the light reflecting off of the front of the spawn as well. I think there's probably one there, and then one in that corridor, just on that sort of bottom middle camera there. Oh, they got one in the tunnel. They got that one.
Yeah.
There's 5 more.
5 to go. Well, I mean, we're into 3 minutes now, so I mean,
yeah, they definitely.
This is slow. I mean, well, it's not slow. It's quite a respectable time still at the moment, but compared to the Greens doing it in 55 seconds,
Reds in a minute is crazy.
Reds are hanging out their arse on this one. They're getting it handed to them. And there's a good number of respawns going on. I think the respawns are quite equal, but just Reds aren't pushing into where they need to push to get those targets out.
Yeah, I do think the Greens are actually respawning more than the Reds are. They're just, like you said, they're just not pushing around the corners.
It seems that they're oblivious to the glow. I mean, I can see the glow on the camera. Maybe they can't see it in the arena. I mean, did he just run past the target there by the looks of it?
I think that was a green.
Or was it a green?
I'm not sure. It might have not.
He moved so quick, it was difficult to tell.
Yeah, that's a green there, so I think it probably is if it's that side of the arena.
Green just got it to the ribs there on the top left camera. That was a cheeky little shot.
So if we've just gone over 4 minutes now, and they've still got 5 targets to get. Not looking good.
And now's their opportunity. There's 3 green players in respawn. One's just gone back out. Come on, Reds.
Thank you for liking the stream, Ollie. Just joining us. this is Domination, so the team to take all of the targets the fastest wins, basically. So it's like a nice aggressive game.
Yeah, it's our attack and defend game. So 20 targets to take out by the attackers, and 20 targets to defend by the defenders.
It looks like they've suddenly got a few more. They've only got 2 left now.
Oh, it's jumped up to 18, yeah. So where are the last 2 targets? Still looks like they're down the right-hand side of the arena. That centre cam, you can see the...
yeah, you can see a bit of a glow there.
Yeah, the centre bottom 2 cameras, you can see the red glows. So I think that's more down towards the right-hand side of the arena. Greens are respawning down the safe zone end. So it's definitely on the right-hand side of the arena. And the reds are starting from the left-hand side of the arena, but I mean it is all asymmetrical in there now, so it's an even playing field. But with 3 greens in respawn, reds have got to have an opportunity now to push out. Alternate 4, there's 4 in respawn.
Yeah, there should only be 1 player out there.
Where are they not taking out those targets? Come on,
One
left. They've taken 1, so 1 to go.
A casual walk back to the spawn, I think, is doing this team in, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's like they've given up, but they were walking back like a Sunday walk to start with. So
looks like another one in the back there.
Yeah, that was David. I think just got shot there. In the red team. See if they can push out here. What time are we on? Bloody hell, we're on 6 minutes.
Yep.
6 minutes in. Bear in mind the greens did this in 55 seconds. Let's just chat to the in-game marshal.
So there you go, they finally did it. 6 minutes 24 seconds.
Blimey. I mean, to be fair, that's not a bad time. We've had a lot worse times than that, but in comparison to the 55 seconds that Greens did it in, Reds just got handed there. That was a very good attack by the Greens, and very well defended by the Greens as well. To be fair, then, so they've done well. So players are heading back into the safe zone. Let's find out from the in-game marshal what we're going to do next. Let's just mute the mic a minute, 2 seconds. Let's find out what's going on for you guys. So just to recap on that game, we had a green win there really. So Greens took out the targets in 55 seconds or 55 and a half seconds, and Reds took a whopping 6 minutes 24. It was very well played by the Reds. I mean, I don't know, they can probably hear me now in the safe zone, but they were taking a casual Sunday walk back to their respawn. I think that's what let them down.
They were definitely taking out the greens quite a lot. There was a lot of green respawns.
There was a lot of green respawns, yeah.
They just
but
didn't.
They missed the targets down the right-hand side, so they just weren't moving there.
Yeah.
And ultimately that cost them the game. But it was very good to watch. There was some very good shots there and very good hits. So they're on a little break now. Let's just check in with the in-game marshal what's going on and what games we've got next, and we'll be back with you. Okay, so it looks like we're doing a team domination game next. So it's very similar to the two-shooter flip. However, it is a little bit different. So instead of flipping the targets, they are hunting their targets. So when the game starts, there'll be 10 green targets, 10 red targets. Green team have to shoot the green ones, red team have to shoot the red ones. And they respawn, press the respawn counters at the same time. Similar sort of thing, except for as they shoot a target out, it will light up another target somewhere else. At any one point, there'll be between 2 and 10 targets lit up in the arena for them to shoot. As a green team shoots a green target, it will light up a red target somewhere in the arena. As red shoot a red, it'll shoot up a green target somewhere.
So it's totally random.
Targets are totally random. It could light up the exact same target in the exact same position again and again and again, or it could flip it all over the arena. So the idea is get the teams moving around a little bit, hunting their targets down, and if they respawn loads, it'll count against them. So they've got to be tactful at the same time.
Try not to get shot so much.
Yeah. I mean, that's always the name of the game, I think.
Yeah.
You don't come to you do come to Airsoft to get shot, but you ideally don't want to get shot. You want to be doing the shooting, really.
Yeah.
So let's just check with Matt what sort of time scale we're on. So we're just having a 5-minute break, a little 5-minute reset. They're grabbing some more ammo and getting reloaded and getting themselves reset. So enjoy our adverts while we get these sorted for the next game. And if you're in the safe zone there watching the stream, you can comment on the stream at the same time. If you've got YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, pop it open. You can drop a comment in and it'll pop up on our stream. And we can reply to you. You can let us know how you think the games are going, that sort of thing. Okay, so this next game, the team domination game, they will use the respawn points again, which counts how many respawns each player has done. So if you've just joined us, that acts against how many targets they've shot, etc. So you can't just win by shooting loads of targets. You have to, you can lose by over respawning too. So it's a mixture of your gameplay, really. We've got greens up the top of the arena, and reds will be down the bottom of the arena. Not that makes much difference because the way the arena has been built, it's all asymmetrical. So there's no advantage to be one end or the other. It looks like we've got some players heading out to the arena, which is good. Have a look, see if we can flick this over. So there's not much happening at the moment. We've just got players entering the arena. They're getting ready.
Only David Bardo, Johnny English is in there at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought Michael went in there as well, but maybe he hasn't.
Unless he's hiding.
He could be hiding. Yeah. But one guy's sitting out of this game. I don't know. We need to check actually, make sure if he was a green player. If not, we need to make one of them a red because we need to even those teams up. So let me just check with the marshal. So a bit of misinformation there. There was a player sitting out because his belt rig or something had fallen apart, but he's managed to put it back together, so he's back in. So we are back up to full numbers for this game. Yeah, which is good.
That big gun that we're confused about is back in the arena. I've just seen.
What is that gun? Yeah, he's in the top middle camera there, isn't he?
Yeah, is it a G3 or something?
I don't know. Has it got a bipod on the front of it? Is that
yeah,
just
it
a
looks
sling
like it,
hanging down?
I don't know.
That's a CQB weapon and a half, isn't it? That. Wow. I mean,
I think it's either a G3 or a SIG or something.
It's I never can pronounce his name properly.
George,
George, yeah, but he's got a different spelling on it. But it's George's gun that he's running there. Okay, so I'm just being told in my ear that the player that had a belt failure is now out again. His belt is still failed, so he didn't do the fix he thought he did or whatever, so he's not playing. So that's cool. We'll see how the game goes.
I still can't tell what that gun is.
Yeah, we need to find out what gun he's running there. That's a monster. I mean that all the guns are chronoed. And we only allow 2s or 2.5s on site, and they're all chronoed to 1.14 joules as a max. So he's obviously running within the limits, but I mean it's a
big old gun for CQB.
Big old gun for CQB, yeah. Considering we normally get like ARP9s and Firehawks and
just pistols,
Mac 10s and MP7s and pistols, whatever that is, like a G3 or something he's running around with, is huge. I can't even remember what guns he's got now, to be fair.
I do not know, to be honest.
We locked down everything in between, and we've just recently reopened the arena again. I can't remember what he used to run. But as you can see, we've got both colour targets lighting up in this team domination game, so they're hunting their own colour targets down and shooting them out. It's a 10-minute game. Respawns are in play as well. Looks like greens are having it away again, though, doesn't it? Greens are.
So is that the targets they're in control of currently? Then is that the?
Yeah, that's the number of targets
okay,
they've managed to flip or switch. So yeah, as you can see, most of the arena's lit up red at the moment, and that's because greens have taken out most of their targets. So as greens take out targets, the targets will light up red. So the system's designed to really try and even up the play. So if one team pushes hard, the other team's targets light up. So now greens will have to go into a defensive play whilst reds push out. But it does look like reds are respawning all at once. So they must have just got royally taken out by the looks of it.
I have a feeling the reds don't quite understand they need to shoot at their red targets. They don't want to hold them their colour. Their goal is to change them. Make the majority of the arena green, really.
Yeah, maybe they've got confused with the last game.
Now.
Maybe they're thinking they're winning because they got them all lit up. I mean, they have shot a few now. Let's just have a word with in-game marshal.
Just seen a guy shoot one that was red, and then he shot it that was green as well. So
maybe he's missing the concept. Yeah, so we just had a word with the in-game master there, just to clarify that the red team do know they've got to shoot the red targets, and I think they seem to know that they do. I just think they're sucking tonight.
They all do seem to be hanging around the spawn, so...
Yeah, I mean, they are getting shot a lot. I don't know why they're playing well, but they just...
You've just got those 1 or 2 green players that are moving around so much. They're...
Yeah. The Reds are getting... I mean... You know, I was just about to say, David's pushed right out to the middle there and was holding position, and then he gets shot. So, definitely not moving enough. I mean, George is reloading his mag down the top right. Come on, get moving. Go and shoot some targets, George.
I see Kai pushing on the middle now.
Yeah, I mean, George is obviously knackered carrying that bloody big gun around.
Yeah.
There we go. So greens are respawning a bit more now. I've seen a couple of green targets, so we're definitely getting...
Reds have taken the lead now.
Reds have started to... Maybe they just didn't understand. They said they did, but maybe they didn't understand. I think they got the concept now. It seems to be flipping round, so and they're holding it well. So let's see. Has George got an issue, or is he just back in spawn? No, it's just back in spawn. He switched to his pistol.
Tables have turned again, so the greens are now dominating again.
Yeah, well, Reds all seem to go back to their spawn just then. They were getting shot and obviously calling it well. I've got to say the hit taking's been great tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone.
Not a single issue yet. Not that we've seen, which is good. It's always what we encourage. There's no point cheating in Airsoft. I know there's cheats out there, but you're only cheating yourself.
Yeah. I don't see that. Why do you do it? Like, it doesn't cost you any money to respawn, you know?
No. And
there's no need.
Especially here with unlimited lives and
the 5-second walk to the respawn, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the arena's not massive, so it takes you seconds to get back to respawn, so it makes sense. And you're only going to get overshot again if you don't call your hits. So it's good to see everyone's taking the hits, getting back on respawn, and everyone's abiding by the 5-second respawn as well.
I think that's the benefit of the lower numbers as well. It's more personal, so everybody's more friendly with each other. There's less arguments and stuff like that because people don't want to cause tension. So
yeah, definitely.
Time.
Definitely, and it looks like Reds are flipping it back there a little bit.
Yeah, it's fairly even currently.
It's fairly even.
Just ahead. Oh, as I said it. There you go.
There you go, yeah. They say commentator curse, and I think we seem to approve that tonight.
I think we seem to manifest the opposite of what we say.
Well, this could be... Oh, David Bardot was coming around there on the top left, and there was a player just hidden behind that wall, but he walked off. It was interesting to see. I thought he was going to have him.
He's creeping right up on their spawn now.
He is. He's moving really well.
Someone just behind.
He just got one to the ribs. Did you see that? And that
yeah.
That middle left camera. That shot. That was a belt of a shot to the ribs. I feel that in the morning.
He took it. He's gone back to spawn. Happily standing there now. So
yeah. Let's see what other action we got going on. George is persisting with that massive gun. Swinging around on him. Okay, so we're 6.5 minutes in. 3.5 minutes remaining on this game. It's still pretty even. It's evened out. It did start very dominant on the green side. I think it's almost leaning towards the reds now. As I say that, reds are in the respawn. Looks like they're all moving out now. Greens are on a little flurry, although that said, it's again even. 5-4, 5-5, some 6-3s. All pretty even Stevens. 7 minutes gone. Three-quarters of the way through the game. Looks like Reds are working a bit better together now. And they're pushing out. There's a couple of them there in the middle, pushing their way through. Oh, it is a luck of the draw as well, where the targets regenerate. You can be very lucky that they regenerate right by you, or you can be quite unlucky and you have to move around the arena a bit more. But it does look like they're all pushing out quite evenly. We're in the last 40 seconds of the game now, and it's still pretty even to be fair, but I think green might have just snatched it back slightly. Last 20 seconds of the game. They're just finishing up 15 seconds. 10 seconds, so let's see how it's going. It's green are pushing. Green have got to find a little flurry on, and that's game over. We find out from the in-game marshal who won that one. So it was a green win. Another green win tonight. Green have been dominating all of tonight. As we thought, I think they snatched it back in the end there. Red were quite dominant in the middle, but I think Green won it really on the start and then on the end of the game. So let's flick that to the adverts. So the players are just on a little break now while they get reset. So green had 34 respawns and red had 39 respawns.
Pretty close then, was it?
Yeah, pretty close. But green won it overall. They just captured more targets.
I just missed the end of the game there to help a customer out.
I'll just pop that in the chat. I'm not as quick on the chat as Will, so we're going to have to flick seats around, I think. So I've just been told in my ear, next game is 5 minutes. They're just going to reload, recompose themselves and get out for the next game. So we're being told that Kai is now out. He's not playing anymore. He's obviously his big boy pants that he pretended to put on earlier have fallen off.
What a letdown.
Yeah, what a melt. Remember, if you ever play at the kill house and the chef Kai is playing, no matter what team he's on, you more than welcome to shoot him. He loves it.
You get extra points if you shoot Kai.
Extra bonus points, yeah. So he does tend to play at least once a week. So he gets to nurse his bruises all week in the kitchen. So feel free to give him a little shot.
So you think the commentary is a good addition? Yeah, we agree. It's much more entertaining, I think, in the adverts. A couple people chatting.
It's easier to say what's happening as well, rather than just trying to type it out on the screen. There's a lot going on, and it's easier just to watch what you're doing.
Yeah, it's much faster.
I haven't got to look at the keyboard and try and type and see what's going on all at once. Oh yeah, so in the commentary earlier, you might have heard that we was talking about one of the players, George, was running quite a big gun for a CQB arena, and it was a G3. We thought it might have been a G3.
Yeah,
it was difficult to tell because it had I think he's got some camo wrap or something on it.
Yeah.
So he's running his G3 and he's I've just been told a tactical 66 shotgun as well, and a 1911 is what he's running tonight. So it was the rifle that we were noticing on the commentary as he was running around.
Massive.
It's probably the largest rifle we've seen in a CQB arena, although we did have that guy had a HPA sniper rifle once, didn't he? He turned it down to 300 FPS.
I think I missed that. I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes to show you can play with any gun. If you can play with the G3 out there, you can play with anything.
Yeah, he seems to be having fun.
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple of people using pistols as well. So we're back down to 8 players, with Kai dropping out. He's probably run out of air or something, running his HPA. Just a reminder that if you, again, I like to reiterate this, if you're playing in the arena and Kai's playing, feel free to shoot him, no matter what team. He's our in-house chef.
Even if he's marshalling.
Yeah, just give him a quick little tap, he doesn't mind.
He did say thanks guys in the chat a minute ago.
Yeah. He loves it. He lives and breathes airsoft really, so team kills he loves nothing more than, so always go for one of them.
Yeah, I think I owe him a couple of shots from when I last played with him as well. He shot me while I was sat in a tower. That's nice of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's payback really, because I wanted to shoot him when we went and played. We played a bit of a work stu, didn't we, at Echelon before it shut?
Yeah.
And everyone was hoping to be on the opposite team to Kai. I don't know why. But I actually was on the same team as Kai, so I didn't get to shoot him.
I was on the other team.
I was on the opposite team to Linzo, so I got to shoot her loads, which was brilliant, as I laced her back up. So that was a fun night out. We'll probably have to have a team night here, I think, at one point.
Yeah, we definitely do. Need to try out the new layout.
I beg your pardon. I know what I mentioned.
Well, I was just talking about Echelon. I don't know if you can hear Linz in the background squawking away, but
Good evening, guys.
we were talking about when we'd done a team evening out, and
What you're a cheat. Yeah.
how dare you? I may have overshot her a little bit from behind,
Yeah,
but
mine's still closed.
what a friend's for if you can't lace a friend up full auto.
It's payback, don't you worry.
So maybe we'll do that. We'll have to train someone how to use a stream, and then they can come and stream while we have a team game. That'd be pretty cool. So we're a few minutes out to the next game.
Yeah, it looks like they're just getting there.
David's first one out in the arena again.
Oh yeah, didn't even see David.
He's loving it. He's always the first player out. Him and Michael get straight out there. Absolutely love it. So let's see. I think they're doing team domination again, opposite way round. Let me get a word in my ear from the marshal. Yeah, so team domination again, just opposite ends. We're just waiting for some of the other players to get out there. So let us know what you think of the games. Let us know what you think of the commentary. We're harping on too much. We're just trying to infill what's happening with all the games for you, and add a bit more information about it. Okay, so we're a couple of minutes out of starting. I'm just going to nip off and sort the one of the camera batteries out for the GoPro feed. So I'm going to leave you in Will's capable hands.
Yeah.
We're a couple of minutes out on the game starting. Away. The last player, well, probably not even a couple of minutes, probably a minute out. Last player's just entering the arena. Cool. So.
Waiting on a few players.
Okay, so last few players just coming in, and we'll be getting going. It's about a minute out, guys. About a minute out.
I think the last player's just going in the arena now. I think. Oh, he's just getting his face mask on. See him there in the safe zone. Well, I'd put the arena cam on, so it's a little bit more interesting for you guys. So again, for those of you that didn't see the last round, this is team domination. The goal is to change the targets from your colour to the team's colour. So I just got a confirmation there from the marshal that the game is about to start. So here we go. So just make sure we got sound. Yep, we do. So here we go. So I think last time it looked like the Reds won the last game. I missed the last game, so I had to go into the shop. But yeah, hopefully this is a good one. Oh. There's a couple players. They must all be sneaking around. I can't really see where they are. Oh, okay. There's a few more waiting to come in. The dribs and drabs are coming out of the safe zone there. There we go. There we go. The targets are starting to get taken. I think what a lot of players, while they're playing this game, they change they see that the targets are red. For example, you're on the red team, and they go, "Oh, that's okay." That's good. But no, you actually want to shoot your targets. The more targets you shoot that are your colour, the more points that you'll score. You don't want the arena to be filled with your coloured targets. Ideally, you want to see more of the enemy team's targets than you do yours. Also, respawns have an impact on the score. The more you respawn, the more it will affect your team score at the end negatively. So you'll lose points. There's some sort of crazy mathematical equation for that. I have no idea how that works. There doesn't seem to be so many respawns for the green team this time around. I've seen a lot of the reds, or the guys in the blue armbands, respawning quite a lot. Not so much the greens though. We had David there in the centre of the arena, holding his own for a little while. He's doing quite well. He got taken out, unfortunately. I was about to comment on it. Got some nice angles in this new layout as well. You can get some crazy shots off if you're quick enough. It looks like I think the greens are ahead at the moment, as it seems. Definitely, currently, they have 9, whereas the reds have absolutely 0. So getting a few. One of the reds seems to be having issues. He's in his spawn currently. Fiddling with his gun. David in the centre again, taken out unfortunately. Doing well though, pushing into the centre and holding it for that long. Quite difficult in the centre, there's so many ways you can get shot from. We made it like that deliberately though, because we don't like people holding certain areas for such a long time. The aim of CQB is to keep moving, you know, so you don't want to have anyone camping anywhere. You do manage to hold a point though, you know, good on you, because it's quite difficult in this new layout. There's always 2 places that you can get shot from at least, so we've designed that in a specific way there, so that there's as little camping as possible. Seems like we've got more players in the spawn than we have actually in the arena there for the reds. There you go, they're moving out now. So still seems to be the green, not the Dean, the green team dominating here. They've definitely been keeping the red team in their spawn a lot more than the Greens have been in theirs. I think it's just purely down to the movement. The green players just constantly moving, whereas the blue seem to try and hold positions more, which isn't always a bad thing. But this game mode, you certainly do want to be moving around as much as you can. Some players from the red team shooting out of their spawn here. Not really going to achieve much if you're hunting for your own targets there. You're just staying in your own spawn. We made sure we didn't put any targets in the spawn to try and encourage players to leave their spawns, so no use staying in there. They're right next to one of their targets as well. You can see it just in that bottom center camera there, the red in that corridor. At the top of the little camera feed there. They really need to change that. Don't want targets to stay your colour. There you go, David getting a couple there. Oh, and then getting one. The two targets he just took out just turned red again, so... Again, there's just shooting out their spawn. They're not really moving out. He's just moving from wall to wall in his spawn. As David's pushing out, I think he seems to be one of the only ones. Him and George I see leaving the spawn a lot. The other two not so much. Maybe they're fairly new to CQB, I'm not sure. The Greens just having a casual walk around. I think that was Michael there on the Marshall cam, just checking all the corners. Being stalked by David currently. See him sneaking around the corner. Ah, it looks like David got taken out. So we're down to the last, or almost the last minute of the game here. See if there's any sort of change in the points here, but I think the Greens probably have got this one. So that's the 1 minute mark there. You can hear the marshal telling the players there. I could be wrong. The Greens might lose to the score on the respawns, but from what I can see, they're definitely not respawning as much as the Reds are. So we'll have to just wait and see until for the end result there. The last 20 seconds of the game. Go, the last 10 seconds. And this is game. I have a feeling the Greens win. Have win? Yep, and they have won by the looks of it. We'll just find out what their respawns were like, but yeah, it seems like the Greens win on overall points. I think we could quite clearly see that. Switch to our break screen. So we'll be, I'll get the results to you guys soon, but we'll be back with another game shortly. We're running out of time for this evening, so we might only get 1 or 2 more games in. So we will. I've got the result just coming in now. Yep, Greens definitely won. Okay, so the respawns weren't actually too different. So the Greens win. They won overall. and the respawns for the greens was 32. But I mean, the reds only had 38, so there's not that many more. It's only 6 more respawns. So I think we're just going to have a short break, and then I will let you guys know what we're playing next once I've found out a bit more. So I just had confirmation from the marshal here. We're going to be doing a team deathmatch to end the night on. We'll see if we can get 2 rounds of this in, but realistically, by the time the players have loaded up, I think we might only get 1 more game in. But we'll see. If they're quick, they'll get another one in. So we're going to try hurry the players along a little bit so they can get another game in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I think it's team deathmatch next game. So a nice easy one. It's just relying on the respawns. We use our little respawn counters, as you've probably seen in the previous games, where the players touch the button as they come into the respawn. This will just effectively count the spawns. Forgot the word. The team with the least amount of spawns obviously wins the game there. Standard kind of rules there. Shouldn't be long till they're all heading in. But not long now, just a couple of players just grabbing a few things to drink and things like that. By the looks of it, we probably only will be able to get 1 more round in. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we'll get a second one in, but we'll see how time goes here. We'll be back tomorrow though. We've got some more players booked in tomorrow evening. That should be nice. And then Friday we've got our lights out night, which will be good. There's people booked in for that too. And then we've got the weekend as well. So hopefully we get some cool streams in. Hopefully the commentary thing has been good as well. We'd like to hear your guys' feedback on that. So far it's been good feedback, but any feedback is good feedback to us. It's very sort of temporary setup at the moment, so we're still working on that. If there's any strange noises in the background or anything.
Yeah, so tomorrow night is all guns night again. What have we got so far? 7 bookings so far. So we've got space if you want to get booked on. 308sniper.simplybook.it. Get yourself booked on. There's 5 spaces left to at a full session. So if you want to come down and play, get booked in. But it looks like it's going to be a good night again, and looks like we've got a busy one Friday.
Oh yeah.
It's like 10 players so far already in Friday, so a couple of spots left if you want to play Friday. And it looks like we're booking for Sunday as well, so
Sunday's looking good, yeah.
Sunday's almost full as well, so if you want to play this week, we've got 7 people in Sunday and 2 in the afternoon, so 9 in the afternoon, 7 in the morning, so couple of slots left on all of those days, so 308sniper.simplybook.it. Get yourself booked in. Yeah, Will's going to drop that in the chat there, so a few spaces left this week if you want to get in. The players are getting ready by the looks of it. I presume David's out of this game because he's tucking into his chicken burgers.
We have 9.
So it's 308sniper.simplybook.it or .it. So Will's put that link into the chat there, so you can see what's see where to book from. Looks like Matt's just setting up the game, ready to go. So we're moments out from going out.
I believe they're doing a team deathmatch for this one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Finish the night on a bit of fun.
No worries. So is it unlimited lives, or are we limiting the lives?
I think it's unlimited. I think it's just the similar to the first one that we played, so with the spawn counting and stuff.
I thought David might be out because he was
must have eaten it in
his
record
chicken
time.
burgers, but yeah, I mean, I think it looks like he was putting a mask on there, so maybe he's going out. Maybe it was just a quick refuel and little last minute energy. We might have all of them apart from Kai because his big boy pants are falling off.
But he did come down and say thank you to me just now, so taking the mickey out of him all evening.
Okay, so the arena door's opening, some of the players are heading out, so it won't be long now. Okay, get yourselves ready. This is one of the last games of the night. I don't know if we've got a chance for 2 games, but it's definitely...
may get 2 in, we're not sure.
Yeah, let's see how they get on. Matt's radioing through, I think, to let us know that the game's about to start. So let's see, the players are in the arena. Let's get the arena cams up. Okay. that Marshall cam a minute, just while we get all the players set. Right, so we've got players in the arena. And it's game on, game on.
A bit of a slow start again for the Reds. I think they've run out of steam.
What are the Reds doing? The Greens shot out like... I think one of them thought he was Usain Bolt as he left his spawn. But the Reds there just seem to be strolling out. The Greens are not moving quite so quick now. It's just an initial spurt, but... It's definitely looks like a strong start from the Greens again. Greens have held it well all night, to be fair.
I think they just seem to have the movement like locked down. You need to keep moving in these arenas, like in this kind of like crazy CQB. If you stop, then you've got two places you can be shot from. So you know.
But the Reds have been happy with the teams as well. They were asked if they wanted to mix it up, and I don't think they did.
Happy.
Yeah, they were happy. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. If you're wondering, if you just joined us, the guy running around in the middle of the arena with the helmet on and the high-vis jacket is our in-game Marshall. He's the guy wearing the GoPro, which you'll see on the right-hand middle part of the stream there. So, in effect, you can see what he sees. He's on constant radio communication, though, so most of the marshalling's done by our cameras. We can see a lot more what's going on by the cameras. We've got a couple more cameras that aren't on the stream as yet. Whether we add them later, I don't know, but we can see a bit more than you can. So if anyone's not doing what they're supposed to do, we can get Matt in Matt the Marshal to go and sort that out. Matt's marshalling tonight. We've got Dan marshalling tomorrow and over the weekend.
Yeah.
Dan will be our resident full-time marshal going forwards. And Matt is our standby marshal, so Matt will be marshalling on the days that Dan's not here.
We've actually got another camera that we're looking at add as well, which is going to be a really cool camera if we can get it to go as we want it to. So
yeah, so if anyone knows anything about real-time media players
yeah,
and setting up a server for that, that'd be helpful. We've got a zip wire. You can, you probably can't see it. I can see it. It runs across the centre of the arena. And we've got a moat control zip wire that's going to run a 360 camera across it, so we'll get a bird's eye or bullet view, I think they call it on the camera, of what's happening.
It'll be really cool. I think it's going to make it even more, like even cooler on the stream.
Yeah, you're going to be able to see so much more from it, but we've just got to get that server set up so we can run that. We've got some more activation points, like the respawn points that we're going to add in. The guys over at Attack Sense have I've got some great ideas, and they've been helping out with. I've almost had Neil on 24-hour call out, helping us out, getting the final steps done.
So enthusiastic with him anymore, does he?
No, but big thanks out to Neil if he's listening. He got the respawn buttons working for us, and he's doing lots of work in the background, which is handy. And they're forever moving these target technology forward and bringing out new features, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's changed so much from when we first had them in the old arena. It was they're completely different now.
Yeah, and these new targets, you can turn the sensitivity down on them and that, so they're if anyone played in the original arena, when you shot one side of the wall, it set the target off, and that's not the case anymore. The targets have to be hit on the target to set it off. So we used to get the odd player cheating in Airsoft, never, but would shoot the other side of the wall to set the target off. But that's not a thing anymore.
I think something that also helps is we've built the arena a lot more solid this time as well. Like the walls hardly move anymore. So
yeah, this time there's a lot more boarding in there.
A bit more substantial.
I think we end up using over 350 sheets of OSB board to build the arena, and hundreds and hundreds of bits of stud work. So it is solid out there. But let's go back to this gameplay. It's looking quite even on this last game now. I mean, it looks quite dominant from the greens on the start.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have changed in like any mass amount really. They've been like
No,
fairly even the whole time.
the gameplay has slowed down a little bit. I think they're all getting a bit tired, but I think that's evened it out a little bit.
It's coming up to the 5-minute mark now, so there's 5 minutes left.
They're halfway into the match, and I don't know where to call this one. It's looking pretty even. I'd like to say red are going to win this one because green have been so dominant, but if you think different to me, drop it in the chat. I'm sometimes wrong, not often, but
Yeah.
I think tonight I might be.
The Greens have definitely been the more dominant team, but like you said, the Reds said that they're having fun, so that's what we want to hear. What it's all about at the end of the day.
The greens are slowing up, so maybe they've burnt themselves out. There is a few more green respawns
There's
this
a guy in
time.
the spawn there that's a bit knackered.
Yeah. Reds are pushing a little bit harder on this game. They're still running that slow pace, but maybe it's the tortoise and the hare thing. Maybe they're going to snatch it back at the end here. Maybe that was their strategy all along, burn the greens out for the last game.
Yeah. Maybe. Somehow I doubt it, but maybe.
On the Marshall cam there, I don't know if you see the guy leaning up, you could see the white light. That white light is one of the respawn buttons. So when they press that, the light goes out and it counts how many spawns.
You vaguely see it in the two spawn cameras, the bottom two cameras.
Yeah, the bottom two cameras are both the spawn points there, so you can see as they run in and tap it, the light goes out for a second, and on our counters we can see how many respawns each team's had. The red player there looking a bit tired. That was a nice extended arm shot with a shotgun there from George in the middle.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
He got shot straight away, but I mean it was a good shot. For quite a long shotgun, he was full arm lengths out with the shotgun, fired the shot and got shot immediately back. But
Seems to like the bigger gun.
Yeah, so George was the guy that was running the G3 earlier. He's now switched to his shotgun, and I presume he's got his 1911 pistol as well. Dave is still running pistols. Everyone else is running rifles. We got a pistol and shotgun night on a Tuesday if you just want to run pistols or shotguns. All the other sessions are all guns. So we've got 2 minutes left of this game. If you're watching, by all means put in the comments who you think is going to win this one.
I think it'll be Greens. But it's fairly even at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, given the form of tonight, you've got to say Greens, but I think Reds have played a lot better on this last game.
They have, yeah. It seems to have, I think, like you said, the Greens are just as tired as they are now, so they're very even ground.
Yeah, the fatigue's cutting in.
The Greens have been moving around a lot more than the Reds have, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe they are just a lot more tired than the Reds are.
And this game is all about the respawns, so
Very back and forth.
it certainly is. But I think there's a few more green respawns at the moment. No one's in the
they're
red
essentially
respawn, and the greens are continually making their way back and respawning at the moment. So if Reds do win this one, it's going to be in these last closing minutes, I think, because they seem to have a good hold on the arena at the moment.
Yeah, even passing through their respawn, not even to respawn. So
Yeah, there's another couple of green respawns there, so
one red's just
one
got
red
taken
just
out.
back in, but that's 5 green respawns to 1 red, so maybe
Yeah.
red are snatching it back here at the end. Another green respawn.
Those are the last 30 seconds. The last 30 seconds of the game.
So on the last 15 seconds. Last 15 seconds. Let's see this final push. That was a nice little shot down by the bottom left spawn there. He sort of danced as he got hit.
Probably got shot in the fingers or something. So that's the end of the game there. And oh wow, the Reds won. There we go.
Reds win. Yeah, so
Oh,
well, pulled it back at the end. So maybe that was their technique. They was going to wear the greens out all night so they could win the last game. So well done, Reds. First game of the night. Well played.
Yeah, shame it was one of the last ones. It was definitely the last game.
Yeah, I think that probably is the last game of the night, unfortunately. The players are just coming out of the arena now. So that looks like that was the last game. So well done to all our players. Well done, Reds. You clawed it back at the end there.
Just said it wrong.
Okay, so I was just checking with the in-game marshal what was happening there. So we falsely told you the red team wins. So because the shooter mode on the tablet was set as 2-shooter flip just for the timer, it come up on the tablet that the red team won. But actually, red team had 47 respawns and the green team had 36, or was that 38?
38.
Yeah, so green team actually won that. So sorry, Reds. I said you won, you didn't. But you played well. It was a much better game, that last game. Everyone played well tonight, to be fair. Hit taking was good. And the gameplay was very exciting to watch. There was some good gameplay out there and some interesting weapons as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see some strange weapons. We usually just see pistols and like tiny SMGs and things like that.
Yeah, it's nice to see a shotgun back in the arena. And someone's sporting a full-on G3 as well, so that's always good. And I think it's quite cool to see people run just pistols only, so well done to those that did. I think David pretty much just run pistol all night, actually.
Yeah, I don't think he brought another gun with him, to be honest.
And he held his own pretty much in there, so well done, David. Good gameplay all round. So we're going to button up the stream now. We've got games on tomorrow night. As I said, we've got some spaces, a couple of spaces left tomorrow night and Friday and Sunday. So get yourself booked in. 308sniper.simplybook.it. Yeah, it's in the chat, and Will's going to paste it over again, just so it's fresh in there. There we go. So join us on tomorrow's stream. Join us on Friday's stream and on Sunday's stream. And if you want to book in, click the link in the chat or type it in your browser and get yourself booked in. Should be a fun packed night again tomorrow, so we'll see you then.